The whispering shadows of Alderstone Castle. In the sleepy village of Wrenwick, nestled at the edge of the old forest, stood the crumbling ruins of Alderstone Castle. A foreboding silhouette against the sky, it was a place of whispered legends and eerie tales. One foggy autumn evening, little Elsie, a curious 8-year-old with a love for adventure, wandered a bit too far from home. Elsie had always been fascinated by Alderstone's mysteries. Ignoring her parents' warnings, she ventured into the forest, drawn by the allure of the unknown. As she approached the castle, the air grew colder, and the forest quieted. Undeterred, Elsie pushed open the heavy oak door, which creaked ominously, announcing her entrance into the dark halls of Alderstone. Inside, the castle was shrouded in darkness, save for the thin shafts of light piercing through the broken windows. Elsie's footsteps echoed as she explored the grand hall, filled with portraits whose eyes seemed to follow her every move. In her exploration, she stumbled upon a hidden trapdoor beneath a tattered rug. With a mix of fear and excitement, she lifted it and descended into the pitch-black dungeon below. The air in the dungeon was damp and musty. Elsie's tiny light flickered, casting long shadows that danced along the walls. As she ventured deeper, a soft whispering filled the air, growing louder with each step. The voices were indistinct at first, but soon, they formed into clear words, calling her name. Elsie. Elsie. Drawn by the whispers, Elsie found herself in a circular chamber at the heart of the dungeon. The walls here were lined with ancient books and artifacts. In the center, a lone pedestal held a dusty, leather-bound book. The whispers urged her, "Open it, Elsie." As she opened the book, the room illuminated with a ghostly glow, revealing the spirits of the castle's former inhabitants. The spirits told Elsie of a curse that had befallen Alderstone when its last lord, driven mad by greed, had sealed a pact with shadowy forces. The castle's souls were bound to the dungeon, eternally whispering for help that never came. Moved by their plight, Elsie promised to free them. To break the curse, Elsie needed to replace the dark pact with a promise of light and hope. She took a silver locket she wore, a gift filled with the love of her family, and placed it on the book. The dungeon trembled as the spirits chanted ancient words. Light flooded through the dungeon, the walls shook, and the shadows screamed as they were banished. With the castle freed from its curse, the spirits guided Elsie back to the surface, their whispers now of thanks and peace. As she emerged from the dungeon, the first light of dawn broke over the horizon, casting the castle in a serene glow. Elsie found herself back at the edge of the forest, the castle behind her silent and still, but no longer menacing. Elsie returned home to her frantic parents, wiser and more respectful of the boundaries between the known and the unknown. Alderstone Castle stood quietly, its dark past settled, and its halls silent. But in the village of Wrenwick, the tale of the brave little girl who freed the whispering spirits of Alderstone would be told for generations to come.